Welcome to New Business in Later Life, where we prove that it's never too late to pursue your entrepreneurial dreams. You will meet remarkable individuals who launch successful businesses over 50, sharing their stories, challenges, and enthusiasm. Your host, Ildiko, is a former social housing professional, textile designer, and teacher who described herself as a life artist. She is now a property professional, business network host, and facilitator of the Entrepreneurs Club. Subscribe now to hear these inspiring stories every week.
Let's talk about difficulties as well, because there are always difficulties. Have you had any challenges when you were trying to set up this business? Or have you experienced any challenges along the way since you started it?
No, none. None.
Wouldn't we all love to hear that?
And if I did, I never see them as challenges. They're just learning curves and something to grow from. So no challenges whatsoever. Everything.
Okay, talk about learning curves then.
Yeah, let's talk about learning curves. Challenges, we all have challenges. Life is like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the attitude, isn't it? How we look at
exactly,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is, but this, or you can say like, okay, there's this, but how do we get over it?
Yeah, absolutely. You just find a way around, over, through. There's always a way.
A little bit more difficult than other things, because obviously you say you manifest things, which is fine, and it could be we or not, but there must be certain things that are just a little bit more difficult than others.
We haven't found anything so far.
Fair enough.
With this business,
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, no, everything's just. I believe that this is what I'm meant to be doing, and therefore, as I said before, I attract, I don't chase. So therefore, I'm just,
allowing
anything that's possibly come along that may have been a challenge is just maybe redirecting me slightly different. I've not seen anything as a challenge. I'm just like, okay, we'll go this way or whatever. I'm just going with it.
Mindset-wise, it comes across to me that's a beautiful place to be.
Yes. It is. So people do often ask me though, don't you ever have down days? Don't you ever feel negative or just miserable? And yeah, of course I do. Everybody does. We all get days like that, especially when we're menopausal. These things happen.
Let's not open that kind of worms.
Yeah, whole different subject there. But you know what? I think the secret is not to wallow in it for too long. Yeah. Acknowledge it and feel it at the time, but then straighten up your crown and dust yourself off and say, right, that's it now. Time to get positive again and move on.
Since I've been having a regular routine, and that includes meditation as well, I do exactly that.
Yes.
I acknowledge it. Okay, it's one of those days, and then sort of talk myself out of it, that I don't have to allow it to bog me down or keep me down. Just move on, and whatever I do is still something that's done rather than not done.
Yeah.
And then the next day is a new day. And
absolutely.
Hopefully sleep a little bit more, or the sun will shine a little bit more, and just be that little bit happier.
Definitely. Get yourself back on that high vibrational frequency again, because we're all sending out a frequency into the universe, and what we send out, we attract back, don't we? So, if you're sending out doom and gloom and, you're moaning and, nothing ever goes right for me, and, I always have bad luck, then that's what the universe will give you. And so you've got to stop saying those things to yourself. You have to say, I attract, I don't chase. The universe has my back. Success, I'm worthy of success. Success is coming to me. All these positive things, And people often ask me, when do you manifest? In the evening, in the morning, etc., etc. It's really a way of life. It's a constant thing. It's not just, you don't necessarily set aside time, although it is good if you're learning to change your mindset. It's good to set aside some time for positive affirmations, to intentionally change your thoughts. But once you are living that way, it's constant. It's just the way you think. It's the way you live. It's not something you sit down and do.
Kind of. I've come across all of this about 2.5 years ago, as I said, sort of from the start of my property training. One of the courses is mindset. And then, of course, I started reading and listening to books and implementing various things in my life. But this particular thing, what I'm finding still sort of 2.5 years on, And especially sort of the last year, probably, I notice when I say something in a negative way, or like, you know, as we are used to kind of just complaining and just say as it is. I notice when I say something like that, and I then say it out loud, rewording it in a positive way.
Perfect.
So that way, and it's kind of literally all the time. And that way I'm kind of educating myself day in, day out to just come out with the positive.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is really what I teach at the workshops, exactly that. Because once you've gone through that and you've learnt to do that, it just becomes habit then.
And it's the way you are.
It's just the way you are once you've gone through that process. And it does take time. It doesn't happen overnight. But
especially as the world is influencing us all the time. And it's like, I don't know how you are with television, but fortunately we don't watch telly, not mainstream telly. I don't really keep up to date with the news. My husband does the filtering for me and just gives me the most important bits.
Exactly.
But whenever I come across the news, it's nothing but doom and gloom. And it's like, I don't have space for that in my life.
No. And it's so detrimental as well to our thinking. And, you know, it's like you say, there's so much doom and gloom. If you need to know the important things, then
I want to live a happy life.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm going to create that happy life for myself.
Yeah, some people watch the news several times a day and it's the same thing on repeat, isn't it? It's just so depressing. I can't imagine that. But no, I don't really watch mainstream TV. The odd movie, that's it really.
Yeah. Well, like the way, you know, like we mentioned, is this woo-woo, or some people call it woo-woo, but the way I sort of very simply explain it to people is that very well-known metaphor that, you know, when you want to buy, I don't know, a red Vauxhall Corsa, all you're going to see from that point onwards is a red Vauxhall Corsa. And I think this explanation just really
and this is the way the universe works with opportunity. Once your mind is open, like, you will see opportunity around every single corner.
And when you focus on that one thing, then that's the only thing you will see, and then you will go towards that, and the universe will send it your way.
That's right. Yeah, you align. So that's exactly it.
So anyone who thinks woo-woo, think red Vauxhall Corsa.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's just it's one of the universal laws, isn't it? It's just it's there whether people believe it or not.